If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. Alrighty, hey there guys, Ador Casa here, aka Jetterbone95, coming at you guys with another video. So in this video, guys, we have some Jimmy Graham gameplay. Now, we didn't really get, I played a few games with him. I really didn't get a whole lot with this Jimmy Graham in terms of like defensive stops. He actually let up a big gain in a cover 2 earlier. But I just simply chalked that up as he just didn't get there in time, and also the you'll see why. But overall, I am excited about this Jimmy Graham. Here are his stats: 98 speed, 99 zone coverage, 97 hit power because of the +1 to the with the Cam Chancellor safety hit power chem. But I'm trying to get 25 out of 50 backyard ballers on this team, so that way I can get Jimmy Graham to 99 speed. But even if I don't, 98 speed on this team with his size being 6'7", in my opinion, as much as people, want that 99 speed, I would argue 98 speed at 6'7" is just as good. And the Packers team especially is going to love this, since they have both now Ted Hendricks and a Jimmy Graham. Now, unfortunately, he cannot get strong free safety secondary position. I really super wanted to put him at free, but alas, I couldn't. So I have to play Cam at free safety now, because I still keep my linebackers in on the field because they are better at reacting to the run. You'll see in certain situations in these games that they actually do go make a great play, which is why I keep him in. But he does get pick artist and acrobat both for 1 AP apiece. And then in terms of his third and fourth abilities, because he actually does get 4 ability slots, for Jimmy Graham, it's the same as like you would get for a normal run support safety. So you got your mid zone KOs, you got your deep in and deep out zone KO, you got your lurker if you want to waste AP, you got your no outsiders, out my way. You got a lot of good things here for your ability buckets, but overall, I'm super excited to keep this Jimmy Graham on the team. I'm looking forward to seeing what more he can do, because like I said, in these gameplays, he really didn't do a whole lot. He did give up 1 bomb, but that was about it, because he really didn't jump for like a big pick or whatnot. But when I was grinding solos earlier, this man Jimmy Graham just literally came from fucking out of nowhere, jumped and got a goddamn pick with acrobat, which the fact that he has acrobat and lurker at the same time really and pick artist at the same time, really does make him, in my opinion, one of the best users, if not the best user in the entire game. Yes, you heard me. I think he's a better user than Cam Chancellor. But with that being said, guys, let's get into the gameplays. Alrighty, as you can see, our top 3 is Russell Wilson, Cam Chancellor, and Sean Springs, and then we got Marshawn Lattimore, Johnny Unitas, and Troy Polamalu for my opponent. Now, this game was very frustrating to start, not gonna lie. He was just sending a massive amount of heat. I take a throw out of sack on the first play, so I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna do it again. Let's just make sure we get the ball out fast. I put Golden Tate on a zig route. Probably should have put him on a flat, but we hit Golden Tate right away after the snap, so he fights for 11 yards, but unfortunately, this would be the high point for me. I don't know why I decided to do this. I decided to call a 4 verticals against a guy I know is trying to send 7 at the same time. Like, he's trying to just rage blitz or just send a shit ton of players. So I don't know why I ever thought that was going to work. But 2nd and 19 here, we're just trying to salvage this, trying to get first down yardage. Unfortunately, Kevin Houston does make a nice tackle on AP. 3rd and 13, we decided no huddle here. And unfortunately, even though he didn't blitz this time, he actually sent 4, but Clay Matthews decides to butt-fuck Walter Jones for no other reason than just, I don't know. And yeah, so if that didn't make me angry, this next play did. So play action here off this Johnny Unitas. I decided to use a rush, and he throws it up to Sean Springs, who's actually in good position to make a play, but for some reason, Sean Springs just doesn't, he doesn't make a play. Jimmy Graham, unfortunately, is not fast enough to catch him. So, yeah, we're already down 7-0 after that. So, obviously, I'm pretty fuming because I just gave up a bomb like that. But at the time, what I completely forgot was I shaded underneath. So, I brought that upon myself. I didn't shade over the top. I shaded underneath. If I shaded over the top, that would have been a pick or at the very least an incompletion. So, 1st and 10 here. Just trying to find this corner route here with Charlie Young. He called a cover 3, so we went to a cover 3 beater. So this play here, we're going for a nice read option here, looking to see what this outside guy is doing. He takes the running back, so we just take off with Russ. He takes a hit, but he doesn't fumble, which, thank goodness for that. I personally think I was expecting him to fumble, which is why I was looking to slide, but unfortunately I didn't. So this play here, he does call man coverage, so we hit Charlie Young on the out route. Has a nice angle on him, so we go from there. Now I'm checking his abilities. He does have one step ahead, and it's on my slot receiver. Now keep in mind on this play here, you saw Jerry Rice lit up, so I decided to no huddle here because I'm thinking he's going to call the same play. He's not going to change his defense. And he does bring down one safety, but he doesn't bring down his Troy Polamalu. I'm waiting for him to do so because I'm thinking that's what he's going to do, but he doesn't. So I put Adrian Peterson on a streak for some reason. I don't know why. But it doesn't matter because Jerry Rice burns his man on the outside and gets open for the touchdown. So 6-7, I'm thinking, okay, I'll kick the extra point. We'll tie the game. Go into the second quarter in a clean slate. But unfortunately, that ended up not being the case because this guy decides to quit. Yeah, I don't know why, but he decides, hey, I've had enough. I'm going to quit, even though he was on the field for one defensive possession. So next game here was a Patriots team with Josh Gordon, Junior Seau, and Tom Brady as the top three. My top three was the same, so that's why I didn't showcase it. But we had a double gameplay here for you guys because that game ended in the first quarter. Sheldon Richardson makes a nice play on the first play of the game, stuffing Cordero Patterson in the backfield. So 2nd and 10. This play right here, I will also take blame for this because this ended up getting open right about now. There we go. Right about now is when I showed blitz with this Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham gives up this crosser. Now, if I did not show blitz or he was a little bit further away from the line of scrimmage, like he was more backed off, I truly feel like that would have been a pick. So, unfortunately, I just ultimately fucked up and cost myself an interception with Jimmy. So, but 2nd and 4 here after that first down completion, he's trying to, whatever it is, what it is. He does run the ball here with Cordero, but let me touch on the Jimmy Graham a little bit more. I actually do have high hopes for this Jimmy Graham. I think he's going to be very, very usable card. Even 98 speed, yes, it may not be the fastest right now, which is saying a lot because we're in fucking March, and it's 98 speed it could be considered too slow in some cases. However, which I don't think so, actually, now that I think about it out loud. But, by the way, that's why I have linebackers on the field, because Bobby Wagner just instantly reacted to the run and went and got that tackle for loss. But Jimmy Graham, 6'7", 98 speed user on a theme team, or a 99 speed user on the theme team, I think is really good. I still think right now, Jimmy Graham could be the best user in the game, and I honestly would not be shocked if people started picking up this Jimmy Graham in the next couple of days, because this Jimmy Graham has a lot of potential, and I think he can be the best safety in the entire game, and even the best user. So, 3rd and 12 after that incompletion or that loss, and he actually does take a sack. He actually threw the ball away off that goal line stand because of the Bobby Wagner tackle. So, but he does take a sack, kicks his field goal, so we're down 3-0 after that drive. So, call a draw play, and that didn't work out so well. It's Vince Wilfork or Richard Seymour, one of those two big guys, just gets in the backfield and stuffs him. So 2nd and 12 here. That did not go well, but this one went really well. So I see Adrian Peterson's wide open in the flat. We just take the flat, go get a catch and run. We actually run out of bounds, picking up 24 yards and a new set of downs. So yeah, it is what it is with that. So I'm thinking he's going to be staying in cover 3. So I start calling some cover 3 beaters. I don't know why my play calling was in there. I meant to edit that out because I don't normally like to show my play calling, but anyhow, here we are. Let's keep going. Woo. But you see, we hit Junior Seau. Junior Seau just couldn't get there with Charlie Young on the drag again. Had I waited an extra second or two, I probably would have had Jerry Rice, but, I just made the quick read and I just noticed it was there. So, again, we're just keep going underneath because he just does not guard. He's not playing underneath at all. He's not adjusting his defense. He basically stayed in cover 3 for the majority of the first half, if not all the first half. So 2nd down here, 1st and 10, we hit the out route with Tate. He wanted to take it with his user, but he didn't. So we ended up getting that play over the top. But yeah, he plays a lot. He played very aggressively in his cover 3. Here we go to an outside run with this Patriots sweep. And he actually does get about 5 yards, so second and goal from the 2. Now, this did not go very well. You saw me run a first read option and get outside and get 4 yards. Yeah, this time we take a 5-yard loss, which does suck. So we no huddle into 3rd and goal from the 6. And Russell Wilson drops an absolute bullet right to Golden Tate on the low pass on the slant for a nice TD to Golden Tate. So 7-3 after this drive. 1st and 10 here, and yeah, So before I continue on with talking about the game, let me touch on Russell Wilson, because I've seen some people talk about Russ being, bad. He's terrible now because of his size, he's missing throws, etc., etc., etc. Now, if that's happening to you, then I am sorry to hear that. But for me personally, I'm having no issues with this Russ card still. I think Russell Wilson is still one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I still think he's in the conversation to be a top 5 QB. And he's definitely the best budget quarterback in the game now because, Russ is probably like under $200K now because of all the cards that have come out, especially with Joe Namath. Is he the best QB in the game? No, I don't think he ever was. But Russ is still pretty good. I don't have any issues when it comes to the missing of the throws and shit like that. So I don't know what's going on. I do feel bad for you, though. If Russ isn't working for you, then that's fine. But for me personally, I just feel like Russ is doing great. So 2nd and 4 here. He does throw a low pass to Antonio Brown on the drag. So I'm thinking to myself this time, okay, just take the drag because he's probably going to go back to it. Take the drag route and trust your defense behind you to make a play because quite honestly, that's what he's probably going to go to. And I made the right decision because Richard Sherman remembers that he's the greatest cornerback of the 2010s, and he goes and picks that pass off, and he ends up getting me into field goal range. Oh, close to field goal range. My apologies. Because, around the 45-yard line with Justin Tucker is about field goal range. So here I'm thinking, let's just, try and bleed this clock down, get a field goal. So now we're in field goal range. I stay in bounds to keep the clock moving. But I decided no huddle because I actually think I wanted to stop the clock, but he does pass commit, so we'll run the ball here on him. So now I'm thinking, okay, let's get 7 here. Let's try and get 7. Let's not get 3 because we're really that close. If we were at the 28-yard line, I would probably still be considering take a 3 and just letting the clock go. But since we're inside the red zone now, fuck it, let's get a touchdown here. So call another play action dagger concept. Just hit Charlie Young on the in route. On the out route. You see Brandon Marshall's in the game. Sometimes he gets subbed into the game. I don't know why EA does that with this Patriots playbook with some of the plays, especially on the doubles flex off Pats. They have they have Brandon Marshall on the outside. I don't know. It's weird, but this play ended up costing me a touchdown, unfortunately. So I do roll out. He has Vince Wilfork in a spy, but we do get past him. But unfortunately, we get absolutely cracked in the fucking noggin by Junior Seau. We do fumble the ball. But fortunately for me, he doesn't get anything out of it. He ends up just throwing the ball away at the end of the half. So 1st and 10, entering the second half. I do see he's playing man coverage across the board. I had a multitude of options there. I probably should have went deep. I would have liked to have gone deep on him, but I did feel the pressure coming in from the pinch Mike 0 blitz, so I decided to just throw it to Adrian Peterson. So 2nd and 4 here, we go for another read option. This time we actually do take in. We actually do get down this time. Try to not take a hit this time because last game I ended up, I remember I actually played this game before that last game because, why not? Because after this game, because this game actually ended up going a little bit longer. But after this game, I felt like I needed to play one more to get an understanding of how good Jimmy Graham was. But unfortunately, I didn't get anything out of it. But 2nd and 21 here, and this might bring up a lot of happy memories for Niners fans, seeing a tight end just go absolutely crazy and get inside deep in your opponent's territory to set up some points. So 1st and 10 here. Again, another play action dagger concept. We just throw the underneath route, and that was it for him. That was enough. He just ends up leaving after this play. So I don't necessarily know why, but I don't really care. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hit the like button if you guys did, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.